Hello, family. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so today I want to talk about one of the most spiritual, powerful codes of existence. I want to dive into it. The words I am. But before we get into the code itself, I want you to get the foundation, the basis of everything, right? So you are a spiritual being above anything else. Yes, you are not human trying to be spiritual. I want you to understand. The soul is the spiritual side of you, and this body is the physical side of you. The soul has been in existence long before it came into this human experience, and it will continue to live after this body is done here. The soul will journey to another realm. That is what I want you to understand. I don't want to go too deep into the soul's journey, but I want you to understand that the soul is just using this body, your body, as a vehicle to experience this human life on earth. And keep in mind that everything about your existence here is intentional. Since I don't want to go into the soul's journey today, let me put it aside and then let's keep moving. Okay, now let's shift to the mind because this is where creation actually happens. So our mind has two operating systems. The conscious mind, which holds about 5% of the mind. This is your decision making, your awareness, your active thoughts, the things you are noticing now as I'm speaking to you. And then there is subconscious mind, which holds the remaining 95% of the mind. This is the real powerhouse. This is where assumption, identity, patterns, beliefs are stored. I want you to think of it like this. Your conscious mind is a software and your subconscious mind as a processor that runs everything behind the scene. That's what I want you to understand. It makes it easier. So the thoughts in your mind that we consciously repeat, the subconscious mind takes it and then save it or stores it and then gives you evidence of it in your reality. Your subconscious mind is like your faithful servant. It doesn't argue, it doesn't judge, it doesn't filter. It just takes your dominant thoughts in your conscious mind and then give you evidence of it in your reality. That's how your subconscious works. And according to study, the average human processes about 70,000 thoughts in a day. And out of these numbers, 95 are repetitive. So your subconscious mind is constantly working with the same data you fed it yesterday. What you were thinking of yesterday is the same thing it's thinking of today, and it will be the same thing it will think of tomorrow. So there's nothing eventually new. It's constantly running on the same data you fed it yesterday. Your subconscious mind creates your reality, and I want you to understand how it works. Okay, listen. Whatever you repeatedly think becomes what you repeatedly feels. And whatever you repeatedly feels becomes whatever you repeatedly live. So your subconscious mind just takes your dominant thoughts with the vibrations attached to it and then says, okay, this is who we are now. Let me give you evidence of it in your reality. That is why some people keep having repetitive cycles, not because life is punishing them, but it is because their subconscious mind, their faithful servants, is just fulfilling the instructions it has been given. That is how it works. Okay, so since you know how your subconscious mind creates your reality, now let's move to the topic of the day, the code I am. The code I am, they are not just words. Spiritually, they are command. When you say I am, you are issuing a command spiritually. When you say I am unworthy, I am unloved. I am not meant to be successful. I am meant to be broken. Your subconscious mind just takes it as a directive and then begins to shape your reality around this narrative you are impressing on the mind. Yes. And then it's the same thing when you turn it around and say, I am loved, I am worthy, I am an abundant being, I am blessed, I am favored. Your subconscious mind accepts that too as a directive and then begins to shape your reality around it. That is how I am works. I am is a command. So you have to be careful what you attach to I am. Whatever follows I am becomes the blueprint of your identity, and your identity becomes the blueprint of your life. Yes, that is how powerful I am is. I want to talk about I am from biblical perspective so you know how I am is powerful. Okay, so Exodus 3 verses 14. When Moses was going to take the Israelites from slavery, when God sent him, Moses asked God, who should I say sent me when I go there? You know what God responded? God said, I am that I am. This was not just a name or a phrase. It was a total declaration of total power. It was a declaration of total existence. It was a declaration of total creative powers. It was God saying, I exist by myself. I create for myself. And I defined myself. And this is what we humans forget a lot. According to the same Bible, me and you, we were created from the same source, the likeness and the image of the same God, the same source. So we carry a fragment of this same source, and the activation code is the same I am. That is why when you say I am, you are tapping into the creative mechanism that creates your reality. So I am is a spiritual command. If you don't know, I am telling you now today so that you become aware and be intentional with the words you attach with I am. Because those words can make or omake you. Those words can change your reality and your whole identity. I want you to know that creation happens energetically or spiritually before our physical reality follows. Whenever you say I am, you are giving your soul, your mind, your whole being a new instruction, a new pattern, a new belief, a new destiny, and a new identity. That is how powerful I am is. Whatever you attach with it becomes the blueprint of your reality. I hope this message finds you with clarity so that you become intentional with the words you say to yourself. Always remember, you can rewrite the stories in your mind at any time. You can start from affirmations. Affirmations are not just cute, they are rewiring tools that we use to rewrite the stories we've been telling ourselves for years. Always remember, you are never late. You are exactly where you need to be for your next chapter. Every good thing you want is aligning for you. You just have to become a match for it. I am Akuya Ohene Safo. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more healing videos. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.